I was watching that game last night before going to bed, and man, they still looked pretty good. I love the fire that they have. What you need to know in our weather world is that our air quality alert will be in place today, especially for the afternoon, as 90s and rain-free conditions continue for the remainder of the week. But we are settling into an unsettled pattern as early as Sunday. That carries into next week as well. But for today, we are looking at a beautiful blue sky, temperature of 81 degrees from our DBU cam with light southerly winds. Right now, 81 at DFW Airport, also reporting a south wind. Our humidity slowly climbing. That's very natural for us whenever we do have a south wind in place. If you're spending any time outside, grasses and oaks still considered at a high count. Here's our air quality alert. It does include Denton, Collin, Tarrant, Dallas, Rockwall, Kaufman counties. A few more counties there in central North Texas for high levels of ozone expected this afternoon. This generally happens when we have light winds, sunshine, high pollution. It generally does create higher levels of ozone that lowers air quality. So if you have respiratory issues, you may want to limit your time outside. Our temperature today makes it to 91 in Denton and in Fort Worth, 90 for McKinney and in Dallas. Normal this time of the year is 83, so we're trending well above that. Our western counties will make it into the mid 90s today. That's just because the air is slightly drier. Upper 80s east of DFW, as air holds a little bit more humidity, and anytime that happens, it tends to warm up a little slower. Our temperature makes it to 91 on Thursday, 92 on Friday. Winds are going to pick up the next couple of days out of the south. That's going to help ramp up the temperatures a couple more degrees. That and the help of a heat dome just to our west. It's going to kind of expand and include more of Texas. It's going to help drive our temperatures up. Generally, we'll see slightly lower temperatures over the weekend. That's just due to added cloud cover. But early next week, our next cold front comes in. That's going to help shave off a couple more degrees. And it also brings our next potential for rain. So while the next several days stay rain-free, we're looking at about 20% coverage on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday of next week, although I do think that we may see that coverage go up just a little bit. Let's talk about where that rain is coming from. On Sunday, it's going to be specifically because of a dry line that we'll be watching. Very typical springtime setup, dry air on one side, humid air on the other. Where those two meet, generally we see thunderstorms develop. And if those hold together, we could see those linger into parts of North Texas late Sunday. So we'll be watching that. Generally, these type of thunderstorms do weaken the closer they move into North Texas. Now, on Monday, we'll be tracking that front. It does look like it has slowed down in the last couple of days, meaning that the rain is going to linger a little longer Monday going into Tuesday. And we could very well see our rain coverage go up. We're going to see that late Monday and also on Tuesday as that front moves south and eventually kind of stalls out. So do expect to see updates on this timeline. And we'll also get a better idea of how much rain we'll see when we get closer. But generally, it's looking like 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain, maybe higher for some specific locations. Generally, 90s the next several days, breezy conditions Thursday, Friday, winds kicking up close to 25, 35 miles per hour. A little more cloud cover this weekend. Temperatures going to be in the 80s next week as that front comes in, rain chances kick up. And then as of now, I do have limited rain chances for Memorial Day weekend. Keep checking back in for the forecast. I know, Dia, I know. Keep checking back in on the forecast because we're still several days away. It's not a complete washout, but you know, very typical this time of the year for us to see kind of an unsettled pattern going into the holiday weekend.
Now, you know we need those grills fired up, Mariel. We'll stay tuned for that.